Hello, everybody. Um, I am jumping on here to finish up this morning's free readings. Again, for the third day in a row, which I'm so blessed. Had a lot of donations, and I didn't get through to a lot of the free readings. So I wanted to do that since I won't be back until Wednesday night, of course, for the free readings. I will be back this afternoon at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for the Praying Mantis Q&A, but readings, I won't be back for free readings until Wednesday night. So I wanted to come in and give those. So if you guys are interested in becoming a member, though, be sure to check out the membership area if you click the join button, or if you check out my website at brettazen.com. There's a membership page that talks about all what memberships offer too. So if you want to look into that, you are very welcome. All right. So let's get in here. So this is whoever was left over from this morning session that I did not get to. So I'm not taking any new ones. That's why the chat isn't active. I'm just taking on finishing up the free readings that were already in the chat this morning. All right, so that is it. Let's get into it. So Blissful Breeze, you were the last one we had left off on for the free readings. You want to know, how will things go for you once your book is published? All right. Well, congratulations on publishing your book, sharing your I've written some books too. I know it's like you're sharing your children, right? It's like a child. It's a creation here. So let's take a look here. Well, I do like this for you because you do have here coming in, you've got the High Priestess and the Spirit of Wands, the King of Wands. So there is movement. This is entrepreneurial energy. And the High Priestess, I feel like it's really going to be important for you as you take steps towards the book, stepping away, trusting your gut and your intuition, and connecting to your higher self, which the King of Wands can represent too. But this is the entrepreneur energy. Where are you focusing your energy, and what are the next steps? Really tune in. If you're not sure, if you're not absolutely positive, definitely trust your gut instinct and trust your communication with spirit there. Because a lot like the Spirit of Wands, you've got the magician who has the big wand. They're the major arcana, um, major manifester. So the King of Wands and the magician are a lot alike in that they have the wand, and they're the most powerful uh, mover of their energy, where they're directing their energy. So don't be afraid. Step forward boldly. Once you know what you're wanting to do, focus your energy and don't hold back. Allow yourself to know that you have everything you need within you to make these things happen. And you do. You have the Heart of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. One, take care of yourself through this, but it is new birth. It is abundance that comes in. So it is a very positive card here for you. Just trust your gut, trust your instinct. Yeah, listen to people's opinions that, have been through it all, but ultimately it's your baby. How you want it edited, how you want it sent out, how you want to do it. Trust it and put your energy behind it. So I like that for you, Blissful Breeze, and that's what they have there for you. And then up next was Sharani Nagosi. So hey, Sharani. So sorry. They want to know, what does Spirit want to tell you about your life or upcoming days? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. All right. You definitely have this balancing of heart and mind coming in with the Queen of Swords. She rolls over the swords, but they're given water. Here's water again. Really balancing heart. Heart is so important here because I feel like with what decisions you have to make, with where you're wanting to go, it's very important that you follow your heart, that you put your heart first and not everyone else. Because, when you have the chalice, if you're a barrel and you're given to everyone else, you feel exhausted, you feel empty and resentful and bitter eventually, because you're just feel so drained. But when you're a chalice, You allow yourself to be filled up first, and then everyone else gets the overflow. You feel vibrant, you feel full, and what you give, what flows over is delicious. It's the nectar of the gods. It's sweet compared to the sour, bitter waters people get when you feel like you are, you know, supposed to, like you feel like you are obligated to do stuff. You're like, it's just meeting expectations. There's nothing there. But when you have, you know, full of yourself and you have zero expectations, there's this beautiful flow that comes in and moves forward. So I feel like that's what Spirit's message here for you is they want to make sure you put your heart first and that it's okay. It's scary in the beginning to choose yourself, but the greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. So become the chalice. Don't be a barrel that everyone, sucks your life force out, which no one can do that. We give it away. So instead of having these holes in the bottom of the barrel where you never feel full, allow yourself to become a chalice instead. So that's what they have for you, Shwani. So many blessings to you. And up next, we got VD Jalan. Whoa, thank you, VD. Card already flying out for you. And what message do you need to hear based on your career? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. Mm, yeah, I see here. So they definitely with career, they're saying, choose something. You don't just be a worker ant that fits in with everyone else. Be true to the authentic you. Do what you are wanting. Yeah, we listen to the opinions of other people and you know sometimes we get some good advice and we can take it or not, but ultimately you're the one that decides what you are to do with your life because you're the one living it. Other people just have opinions, but they don't have to live it. You can have all the opinions you want, but I am walking in my shoes. I will choose the shoes I will wear because you tell me to wear stilettos with spike heels. Yeah, you think they look nice, but they're killing my feet. Not that I would ever be able to find them in size 12. Maybe they do have them, but I wouldn't want to wear them anyway. I'd break my ankle. But anyway, sorry. Side note, but this is about you choosing what you want to do because you even have here the Hierophant, the Sage, and the Page of Swords. This is about you being invited to look at your capital T truths, this too, capital T truths of who you want to be, what you want to do, who do you want to be with, what do you want to accomplish in life? All of those are up to you. We are given a bunch of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts in our life. We know it's how it happens. But we can rebel at one point and decide for ourselves, I want to do this and I get to choose it. That's what all these three are about. You also have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, Movement of Pentacles. This knight is on a quest for the Ace of Pentacles. This is a quest of defining how do I want to define myself in the outside world, right? So I get to decide. I'm in a search for standing independently, um, finding who I am on the inside, not allowing the outside world to define me, because that's retail price. That's what we're worth to the outside world. But our true worth, our self worth, comes from self, inward and upward. So there is this energy here for career of finding who you are. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to do? Not what everyone else thinks would be the right one, or what would people think about all this? All the blah, blah, blah. It's about being true to the authentic you. So that's what's coming in for you, VD. And DK, you are up next, and you'd like a general reading, one card each for career and love life. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, here they are. So top one is career, this one is love life. Wow. Well, career, you've got the magician card here. So much is in your hands. Wherever you focus your energy is what grows and expands. And so if you hate where you're at, you hate what you're doing, there's all this stuff going on, or you fear being fired, or, anything that's lower vibrational, whatever we focus on grows and expands. like attracts like. If we hate something at work, we're just going to draw in more of what we hate because we're telling the universe, hey, you know what I really would love? More of this stuff I hate. Because whatever we're pointing at is what we're telling the universe we want more of. So if you focus and you change your energy to focus on what you're grateful for in your job and previous jobs and anything around career, then we're telling the universe, I really enjoy this. I'd like more of it. They'll bring more of it for us because they want to give to us, but whatever the little baby points at is what they bring. Oh, I want more of that. Okay, we'll bring you more of that. So be aware of what you're pointing at with this uh, magician with your wand, because whatever you point at is what you're going to get. You're going to manifest and you're going to draw towards you. So you have everything within you to complete what your dream is. And when it comes to the magician, you can see they have the infinity symbol, which is your higher self. And so it really is important for you to determine what is my dream, because I don't want to exist. I want to live. And so get in tune with your higher self too. How do you uniquely want to share this power, your energy, your love with the world in your own unique way? Because there can be so much oomph behind it. If you're waking up going, oh crap, I got to go live my dream today. Guess what? That's not your dream. That's someone else's. So when you realize what dream is yours, then you'll be like, I feel like I'm living, right? And then when it comes to love, you got balance in your heart and your mind, which is great. Again, there's this empowerment that comes in with this Ace of Swords. The Queen of Swords co rules over the swords, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations with, you know, um, um, with the king, and they roll over that. But she also gets a second portion of water, which brings in emotion. And so we can be too much in our mind about what we think a relationship is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, who I'm supposed to be, and talk about sucking the wind out of the sail, right? When there's all this rules. But when you release and balance all of this thoughts with your heart, again, we peel away and knock away all these blinders of these rules, these expectations, and we put it more in the hands of the creator and spirit, going, you know what, I trust that you will bring the perfect person in the perfect way in the perfect timing. I know that last one's rough, right? All of it is kind of to trust the creator, but they know best. And when we have all these blinders on, when we open our minds more and let go of a lot of expectations, we meet people we never would have before, including possibly the love of your life. So this is what they would have you look at right now in your life, DK. So that is what they have. So many blessings. And then Kritika Malhotra, hello, hi. And you were asking the next actions of your crush, Arnav, I'm towards you. You've liked him since April. All of this is so slow. I get you. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here, Kritika, about their next actions. But of course, when we are, yeah. So sorry. So there will be fast movement and action once the emotional confusion clears up. And the reason why things are going slow is because of this. Like if there's ever fog out, people slow down, especially heavy, dense fog, or you're driving through smoke because you can't see where you're going and you're going to wreck. So you slow down. And that's what happens. Things have really gone slow, but they happen on purpose, because when things go slow in our life, the reason that happens gives us and them the opportunity to let go of thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us regarding love and relationship, emotions that no longer serve us, this freedom. It frees us from this lower vibrational love energy that usually bring us lower vibrational relationships and situations that involve cheating and anger and fighting and all the delicious num 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 lower vibrational emotions that suck, right? In comparison to unconditional love. And so when we are given the opportunity to let a lot of the sandbags go of all these lower vibrational things, that allows our hot air balloon of love to go higher. And if they're doing that and we're doing that, then we meet at a higher level and we bring in a higher emotions than we would, like literally higher, like at a giraffe's neck level up here, higher emotion. But things are going slow on purpose, giving them time to work through their lower vibrational thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and emotions, and you as well. So all you can do is focus on that. If you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen, episodes 4 and 5 talk about 4 and 5? Yeah, 4 and 5 about things we can do to help bring in things sooner than later. How do we speed things up? Lower vibrational things drag us down, higher vibrational things speed us up. But check those out. They have a couple tools that are free as well. If you go to my main page, it's in the playlist at the top, Take 10 with Zen. All right. So that's what they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. And then Richa Tata, hello, hello. You are up next. So, Richa, which one should you choose, research or data scientist? So, within, of course, spirit world, they don't have any shoulds. It's all experience. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull two cards. One is going to be here for the research, and the other one is the data scientist. And it's going to show you the energy of them, what they bring into your life. And then you get to decide which way you want to go. There's no wrong or no right in this question here. So, wow, wow, okay, maybe neither. No, that could be option C too. Research shows here with the 5 of Wands, this changes energy from fear to love. And so this does change like your attitude. It changes the energies of things. And I like this because the other one is another 5. They both bring significant change. This brings change in your passion and your desire for life. This one, the data scientist, this brings and changes your value of feeling where you felt lack before, like felt abandoned, left behind out in the cold. It changes your feelings around lack. So maybe data scientist, maybe that's more money, but this feels like your passion. This ignites your passion more. The research, the data seems like it's good money, but I almost feel like they're kind of nudging you, saying, I think you'd enjoy the research more, but whatever floats your boat with those energies. It might be like, I don't care if I have passion around it. I want the money. I want the security. Then you choose that if you want the passion, and maybe not as much money, but you're like, I feel like I love going to work, that kind of feels like that. So that's what's coming in there for you, Richa. So many blessings to you. And then Kevin Tribirian, hello, hello. I am doing well. I hope you are doing well. I'm reading the chat from earlier today. If you guys are wondering, I screenshot it all so I see the original chat. All right. So, Kevin, you want to know how will things go when Akshat and you study together after college? All right. Oh, wow. Let me see what else here. Well, let me just show you. Got the 2 of Cups. It's a very important relationship for sure, either friendship, romantic, whatever, but it is a bond, definitely there. Yeah. And we have the 5 of Wands too, something that turns from passion to love as well. So obviously with both of these together, it definitely is this change of how it started off to what it becomes here. So it might feel like a little shaky and a little bit challenging in the beginning, but it ends up, the hearts bonded together there. So whatever starts off, and it can be that it's not you two that are having conflict. It could be just that there's conflicting things that are making it difficult to be together and studying together after college. But I feel like it transforms into something very, very close. If you're not wanting romance with each other, then it's like a best friend for life type of feel. But if you're wanting romance, wah, wah, wah. Anyway, but that's just coming in, Kevin. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Anya Ahuya, you're up next. Will your professor change your grade? Let's take a look here. Well, let me just reshuffle here. All right. Let's see what we got here. Looks like it's undetermined right now, Anya. They're balancing their heart and their mind here. And so it's like, with the Two of Wands, they're standing here deciding which way they want to go. They're letting their mind and their heart kind of go back and forth here. But there is this message here too for you that whatever you focus your energy on is what grows and expands. So if we focus in on our gratitude, I'm grateful for the high grades that I've received, and I'm grateful for my studying. I'm grateful for my teachers. Um, that their judgment, that they're going to make the best call. When you focus on gratitude, we're telling the universe, I'd like more things to be grateful for. If I'm focusing on fear, what if they don't? What if they don't? We're feeding the don't, right? Because we're telling the universe, I really like feeling fear around them not doing what I want them to do. So focus your energy on what you're grateful for. And I feel like that energy helps nudge them towards changing your grade. But I feel like right now they're still kind of in the middle, which is good. They haven't made their decision yet because now you can change your energy from fearing, focusing on not getting it, to focusing on what you are grateful for in your life, and that can change things. So I like it, Anya. So that's what they have there for you. And then up next we have Michelle Lisieux. I know we did a donation for you, which I did timestamp in the earlier video. So if you want to check that one out, but this one is your free one. You wanted to know any advice on what to do next with Kenny. All right, let's take a look here. All right. All right. Well, you've got the Sun card, which is victory, and you got the Seven of Wands, which is more fire, and you got the Eight of Wands. Stand your ground. Um, Move on things. This is movement. But in a balanced way. Right here, you've got the Libra energy, which right now, up until 7:22 or something. Oh, here it is. Tomorrow night, 7:22 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. The Justice card, the Libra energy, the Libra moon is energy is existing, which is all about relationships and balancing things. So if you have anything that you want to talk about and do, I would do it between now and as soon as possible between now and before 7:22, because then you go into Scorpio energy, which is a bit different type of energy, which we'll talk about um, on Wednesday. Well, I guess I should talk about it sooner than that. Maybe I'll post something about it. But I definitely feel like there's this balancing that comes in here. But um, they have like this feeling of, what do you got to lose? Share your passion, stand your ground, tell them what you want. The Sun card is Leo energy, which is be childlike. Let your inner child out to play and just go about it like an adventure. And then balance it. Don't go like way, way over and become a stalker or anything. But balance it, but don't allow yourself to shrink. The sun does not ask permission to shine. Shine, and if they can't handle it, then they can get in the shade. So I feel like that's the kind of energy that's coming through for you, Michelle. So many blessings to you. And then up next, we had Irresistible Smile. So, Irresistible. Hello. You want to know how does Michael currently feel about you? All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on with Michael. Of course, how they're feeling about you has to do with how they're feeling about themselves, right? uh, because other people's opinion of us, it's none of our business really, because they're seeing through these eyes, and it depends on how if I'm feeling then I'm going to feel about you. If I'm feeling great, I'm going to feel great about you. And those are constantly changing, right? So just keep that in mind as you're looking at these things here. Does feel here we've got the death and the rebirth, endings and beginnings too, endings and beginnings. um, So there's this rebirth when you're looking at how they feel about you, they're doing a lot of thinking about you. So maybe they're an air sign or have a lot of air in their chart, but the 10 of swords, it's not a bad card. This is about being sick and tired of having and exhausted from thinking they have so many expectations, so many things that they have to do in regards to your guys' interactions. And then a lot of it came way before they even met you because they're from childhood, we're all given the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must that come in that exhaust us, trying these fears of rejection, these fears of not being good enough, and all that fun stuff we experience. But the spirit of swords, which is the king of swords, not only co-rules over the swords with the queen, but they are given a second portion of air. So they're the masters of thought and belief and mindset. And that's why I feel like they're in their head a lot, because there's very strong air energy here where they're overthinking, thinking about things, blah, 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 blah. And it's bringing them to the point where they just want to um, stop trying to do all this stuff and just enjoy it for what it is. Throw caution to the wind, throw all these expectations away, and just be themselves. And um, it's like the Fool card, where it's like going on an adventure. You know, this death and this rebirth is like a phoenix rising from the ashes anew, without expectations, without a whole lot of without a whole lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. Like, you're supposed to be this, I'm supposed to be this, we're supposed to be this, and it's freeing. It feels like a reboot, a restart that feels so much less stressful though. So I feel like that's what's coming in there, is like I feel like they're just trying to get past these fears, and then I feel like there'll be a movement and a change that'll come in. So that's what they have for you. And then new love, you're up next. Hello, hello. You want to know, is there a big chance that you won't work with children at all? You feel stuck, but you're so tired of that kind of job. All right, let's take a look here and see what are the well, let's take a look. Let's see what this is about here. You do have this, and then on the bottom you have the 6 of cups. That's funny. I'm gonna show you that anyway, because this is like the deep underneath area. Let's see what this new path is. Okay. Okay. So the first cards that came out, you had the Full card, which is a brand new start. It's the 0, which is leaving behind old cycles and beginning something new. That's the World card before it, which is the 0 is the new beginning, the new start, no expectations, and adventure, doing something you haven't done before. So I feel like there is a big chance that you won't, if you don't want to work with them anymore and it's a change you're looking for, it's definitely here. Because here's on the bottom of the deck, they were like, here's the children nostalgia card, the childhood, which was on the bottom of the deck. And you have also the tower, which is moving things out of your way to make space for something truly in alignment with your higher self and your path. And you've got the high priestess, which is trusting your gut, your intuition. You might need to take time away to step back, connect with spirit, go behind the veil, dive deep into your emotions, your subconscious, and find out, what is it that your dream is? What is your high heart? What makes your heart sing? Something that you can do is, even if you just take an afternoon and go to the park or go somewhere where you're not around things that will distract you, turn off your phone, or at least silence it, and just sit there and try to remember, when were the last times that you felt joy? When were you happy, happy, happy? Write those down. Look at that and go, do more of that. How could you do more of that? Is there a job that involves that? What is it that makes you feel that way? And look into that, because that is the kind of job that will make your heart sing, that'll make your heart feel full. And you can do that. The full card is the full card. You can feel full, but start this journey. So you definitely have that available for you. There's no wrong choice when it comes to occupations and jobs and experiences. There's just different results. So you get to choose what you're wanting to do. And that's the exciting part. And it's an adventure. The full card is like, spirit on the other side. When it wants to go, what is it like over there? Psh, we're over there, right? When we want to know something, we're connected to Creator, who's all knowing. We know things almost immediately. And so part of the adventure of life is the scavenger hunt of discovering. So enjoy the journey and the adventure. When you feel like, well, I got to do this, that's the human conditional love and fear that's saying we have to complete stuff by a certain day, certain time, da, 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 pressure. That's not the freedom of this adventure, right? So that's what they have for you, new love. So many blessings to you. And then Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you for your patience in getting down to you. I think I've got just a few more left here. And Kimberly, you would like to know, could you, general reading? Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit have for you? What do they want you to know right now? Okay. All right. You do have the Seven of Wands coming in here, along with the Ace of Cups next to it. So, um, the Page of Cups, I'm sorry. So this is standing your ground and allowing yourself to be seen. Whatever the Seven of Wands is, whatever this energy is that's coming in here, the Page of Cups is telling me that, um, if you have an opportunity to, I don't say be in the limelight, but to stand out, don't be afraid of it, because it's in doing this that you are seen and interest is sparked. Uh, so, like if you're going to be in a wedding party and you're going to be up on stage, or you have to present something, or anything that has you stepped out from the crowd. A lot of times they'll show me people singing karaoke, or someone behind a bar, where everyone else is out here, but they're behind the bar. It's separateness. Don't be afraid of that. Embrace it, because this is where someone sees you and interest is sparked, which, excuse me, does lead to communication here. New communication around heartfelt love here. This is the Queen of Cups, this energy coming forward. So I like this. So don't be afraid. Whatever this is, it is an opportunity for you to stand out and be seen. And it's meant to be. And it does trigger that. So I like it, right? What a great because people, we don't like being usually stage fright or stepping out, but now if we're like, ooh, someone's going to spot me, I'm going to make sure I do it really well. But that's what's coming in there for you, Kimberly. So hopefully that makes sense. So sorry, excuse me. And that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Crescent Moon, you are up next. So you have to, well, you don't have to, right? You get to. You could always say no, right? So I like that. First of all, they're saying you can replace have to with I could go visit an elderly, grimacing, a bit self-centered family member today. No matter how positive you are, they wear on you any advice from spirit. Yeah, so I like that advice starting off is change the have to I could and take your power back. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And so out of your heart, you want to go. So change your energy with going there, right? Yeah, because you hold the energy here. You hold the power. Whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. This is like own your energy. The energy you go in with is what you are asking the creator to bring more of. And that is good because you also have the Sky Father, which is the Emperor, which is you get to decide what anything. So you are in charge of your life. No one can, um, you know, no one can make you choose your your story you're putting into a situation, the emotions you're feeling as you're going through it, the energy that you're investing in, the physical actions you're doing, right? um, we are the masters of our life. We're the emperors of our empire. People have a lot of opinion about what we should do, blah blah blah, what everyone else should be, do da da blah blah blah. But the emperor is I get to decide, and so if I'm deciding, then we also decide our, maybe we change the outlook. Going, you know what? They're not going to be a grimace. They're not going to be self-centered, and something to consider, I know this is always the fun part, is that they're a mirror. How am I a grimace? How am I a bit self-centered? Even in our thoughts towards them, maybe are a bit grimace and a bit self-centered. I know when I used to think my mom was a victim, like, "Ah, here she goes again being a victim." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's me being a victim." The reason I'm seeing it in the mirror is because I am being a victim, and I got to transform that, and then I got to see my mom for who she really is, and she's not a victim. She's very strong. Um, in fact, strong was in her one of her original married name or her, maiden name, Strong. And it's like, yes, she is. Um 85 and going strong. 85 or 80? 80, I think. I think 80. I'm making her older than she is. It's just hi, mom, if you're watching this, sorry. But, but there's this energy, that you can transform it. You can make it different because of you are the one choosing your emotions. They're not making you, they're not wearing on you. You are allowing them to wear on you. And what's wearing on you is that they aren't being who you think they should be. Well, guess what? You're probably not being who they want you to be either. What? How could that be? I am perfect. I know how that is. But you can look at it and go, "Oh, okay. I see." You know, I'm going to let them be exactly who they are because they're perfect just as they are. And where the wearing comes into is that we are taught that we're responsible for everyone else's emotions and choices. But when you're realizing you are responsible for your thoughts, your thought choices, emotional choices, energetic choices, physical action choices, you are only for you. Well, that means you're not responsible for anyone else's either. Yeah, we can make it easier or harder for people to choose unconditional love or fear, but ultimately everyone makes their own decision. You take responsibility for your emotions, your choices. You allow them to be responsible for those, and the pressure's off. Then you don't feel like, oh, you're not supposed to be a grimace. You're like a grimace away. You know, they're self centered. Be self centered away. I don't need you to be anything else because I get to choose for me. You're choosing for you. I'm going because I love them and I want to give them love. And whether they accept it or not doesn't matter. I'm doing it for me because I'm self centered. I'm going and saying, Here, I came to give you love. I don't want it. Well, I'm giving it to you anyway. And what you do with it, I don't care. It's like giving someone chocolates. I hate chocolate. Well, I'm giving it. The act of giving is making me happy. You throw them away or give it to someone else. I don't care, but I get to feel the love. And I feel like that's if you change some of those attitudes and some of those approaches, then you take your power back as the emperor and the magician, these major arcana. And it's very transformative because we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So when I go in with a different attitude and a different energy, it's amazing how things change. It's like I think I talked about it earlier today when I worked in call centers, especially when I started becoming aware people were my mirrors. Like the first fourth of the day, I was like, why are these customers being such douchebags and being so mean and being so ornery? And I'm like, oh, you know, because spirit, I'm like, look at these people, they're being all this way. And they're like, see these three fingers? Where are they pointing, back at? And I'm like, wow. And so I went and did an attitude adjustment on my break, and I came back, and amazingly enough, miraculously, all the customers changed too. They ended up being joyful and laughing and happy. And I'm like, did someone change a skill on my phone? But it wasn't. It's because I changed. My world changed. So that's what they have for you, Crescent Moon. Hang in there. Huge, huge hug for you for you know, being willing to go visit them and show them the love. Because if they're acting that way, it's usually because they feel unsafe and out of control. That's when people act like a 2-year-old and a hissing cat, is because the inner child feels unsafe, unloved, right? And out of control. So anything we can do to help them feel safe and in control just helps them be the true loving self that they can be. All right. So that's what they have for you, Crescent Moon. So many blessings to you. And then we're to the final one on the list. Hopefully, I didn't miss anyone. I think I took my time to look through to make sure I got everyone. But Crystal Pickett, you are the last one. Thank you again for being a new subscriber. And you wanted to know, will you and Jarrett reconnect? Ooh, and what month? All right, let's take a look here. If you guys reconnect, what month will it be? All right. Okay. I believe you will reconnect. There's definitely energy and possibility with the Lover's card here. So there definitely is a reconnection with an important relationship. Skyfather Emperor is about new beginnings with Aries energy, but it has to do with making choices too, because the Skyfather, the Emperor, they are the ones that make the decision. They step forward into authority. Not that you're like choosing for them, but what happens here, again, the power of choice card coming in here with the Chariot, is your choices and their choices determine how fast it happens. Because this event is fated here with this Lover's card coming in here. And there is this if you check out I have a playlist. I've Take 10 with Zen. Episodes 4 and 5 talk about fate and things we can do to speed things up to bring things to us sooner and extend things further or delay things too. So if you check those out, they're like 10 minutes or less each. They give you a couple tools, but it basically says here that you could bring things sooner or it could be later. I just feel like here, um, the April um, stood out here. Like you've got between August, which is now, which is it can come in fast and soon in this month, or it could be as late as April of next year. That's like the range that it is. Like the latest it would happen would be April, because it's fated that you guys will come across each other's path. How it unfolds if you stay reconnected, that's another story, right? And that has to do with what you guys do with your inner work. Because if you continue to do what you guys always did, you're going to get what you've always gotten too. So just if you check out those two videos, it'll talk about some things with our energy, our conscious energy and our subconscious, that can help you out as well. So hopefully that helps, Crystal. I like it. I like it. I like it. But that's what we have. All right, everybody. Well, that is it for these. And thank you guys again for your patience and, um, you know, not getting your free readings until now. I will be back Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. because I'm here Wednesday through Saturday nights, 6 to 8 p.m. And then I go into my praying mantis sessions. And then I'm also here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings from 11 to like 1. And then I go into my praying mantis reading sessions, and I have my praying mantis Q&A this evening as well. So if you're interested in becoming a member, I have both the Zen Cricket, which is like an introductory membership, and the which is $2.99 a month, and then also my praying mantis, which is $7.99 a month. But you get access to all of these free reading sessions after the free readings, and then also the QA and advanced access to my pick a cards, my Take 10 with Zen, and then I'm going to be doing meditation soon too. I know. What else am I going to do? I bet I love doing all this stuff. So much love to everyone. Please know every second of every day you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.